What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel, and guys, I cannot believe we're recording another previews highlights video already. This one right here is going to be for the month of September of 2023, and just as a reminder, these are the books that will be coming out in the month of November. That's right, guys, we are looking up into the future, getting an idea of what we can expect in 2 months' time. And I gotta warn you guys, there are some amazing covers coming out in the month of November. Be prepared to be unloading everything in your wallet to be able to pick up some of these covers. And that's a majority of this list, is just amazing cover lover picks. Now, there are some good stories that I'm gonna tell you guys about, but a majority of this is going to be just amazing cover art. Now, if you guys are new to previews or you don't know what previews are, I'll tell you all about it right now. So previews is a list of all the books that are coming out in the month of September. But the great thing is that you can order these books right now. I'll have a link in the description below where I order my books from, but there are a lot of other places that you can pre-order your books from for a discount of up to 35%. Let that sink in. 35% off the cover price of all these books. Well, I shouldn't say all, because your ratio books are going to cost whatever the store wants it to cost, but for your A and B covers and any other open order variants, you will save up to 35%, which is a fantastic savings, and it allows me to put that savings into other covers that I absolutely want, like my 1 in 25s, my 1 in 50s, and my 1 in 100s. Before we dive into the covers, I do want to let you guys know, if you guys are interested in pre-ordering any of these books, again, the link where I order is down in the description below. You guys need to get your pre-orders in by September 27th to save that 35%. All right, guys, that is the intro for this video, so let's go ahead and dive into my cover lover picks for this month's previews, which is September of 2023. We're diving right in because I don't want this video to be too long. It's going to be long, but I don't want it to be too long. So first up, we got Batman issue number 139. Now this is the 1 in 50 Otto Schmidt variant. We got Batman, he's diving through the sky, and it's just Otto Schmidt. I absolutely love his artwork. And after that, we have Batman issue number 140. This is the DC Holiday Card Special Edition variant cover done by Dan Mora. Now this looks a lot like the statue that I have right up here, but just a holiday special. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's Dan Mora. But guys, there is another holiday book from DC Comics that sounds absolutely amazing. This is Batman Santa Claus, The Silent Night, issue number 1, and this is the cover F, which is the 1 in 50 Dan Mora cardstock variant featuring Santa Claus. That is so freaking good. But guys, after that is DC's 'Twas the Might Before Christmas, issue number 1. I love this cover A. It's done by Ben Cadwell, and I absolutely love his artwork. He's done some Red Sonja covers that are absolutely amazing, and also some Vampirella covers that are so freaking good. But guys, this cover right here for DC 'Twas the Might Before Christmas, issue number 1 is fantastic. But guys, there is also a cover C, which is the 1 in 25 Sawi cover? I don't know how to pronounce that person's name, but that cover is also fantastic. You got Harley Quinn with a giant hammer and like some creature up here. But guys, it is so freaking good. And guys, next up is Poison Ivy issue number 16. Now this is the cover B done by David Nakayama. There's also the 1 in 50 Virgin variant. I'm not sure if it's going to be foil or not, but it's definitely going to be the Virgin. And I also really like the Otto Schmidt. How cool does Poison Ivy look in this cover? It is so good. But guys, after that is Poison Ivy issue number 17, also the cover B done by David Nakayama. He is just crushing these Poison Ivy covers. Again, there is a 1 in 50 version of this. I'm not sure if it's foil or not. That's the thing with previews. You're looking so far ahead, sometimes they don't have the exact information for all these books. But again, it is the Virgin. But there's also the Terry Dodson cover that I really like for this as well. Moving on, we got Birds of Prey issue number 3. Now this is the variant cover done by W. Scott Forbes. Again, it's so freaking cool. And there's also a 1 in 25 variant cover done by Otto Schmidt, but the art is not released for this one yet. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that because, again, I love Otto Schmidt's artwork, and it is the 1 in 25, so it could be really freaking good. But guys, moving on, we have Birds of Prey issue number 4. This is the Joshua Sway variant, and it looks so freaking good. How cool is this cover? You get all the characters like around each other. so good. But guys, moving on, we got Harley Quinn issue number 34. This is the 1 in 25 Jessica Fong cover. It's gorgeous and it's so freaking good. You get the two hyenas. It is just great. But guys, after that, we have Amazon Attacks issue number 2. This is the variant cover done by Danny, and I just freaking love it. And I am so glad we get Wonder Girl back, because Yara Flor is such a great Wonder Girl, and I hope they keep her around. I hope they don't push her out for this new daughter of Wonder Woman, because Yara Flor is so cool. But guys, moving on. Wonder Woman issue number 3. Now this is a really cool freaking cover done by Julian Totino Tedesco, and it is just so good. She's kind of like a 1960s garb on, and she's running through, maybe it's the 1950s, whatever it is so freaking cool. But guys, there's more. Jay Garrett, The Flash, issue number 2. This is the 1 in 25 variant cover done by Evan Doc Shaner. Come on, this is so good. I love The Flash, I love Jay Garrett, and he's running up this building, and he's got his little hat. It is so good. But after that, we have Power Girl issue number 3. This is the Gilliam March variant. There are a couple other covers for this that are pretty good, but this one is the best in my opinion. And after that, we have some amazing Blue Beetle covers. This is Blue Beetle issue number 3. This is just the cover A. The cover A is so good. This is done by Adrian Gutierrez, and there's also a cover B done by Mikhail Janin. But guys, come on, the cover A is the clear winner there. But guys, moving on, we have Blue Beetle issue number 4, the Dan Moore variant. This is so good. It's Dan Moore on Blue Beetle. Who could resist this cover? Now, a lot of covers for this issue have not been released yet, but guys, this one right here is so good. Moving on, like I said, there are a lot of covers. We got Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, issue number 3. This is the 1 in 25 variant done by Joelle Jones. So good. So good. I love Joelle Jones. I love that they're doing amazing covers for this book of Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, issue number 3. I'm very curious if the story is going to be good or not, but I'm going to be picking up these books just for the cover art alone. But guys, there is a variant cover done by Souza Micah that has not been released to the public just yet, so keep an eye on that because her artwork is so good. Have you guys seen that Vampirella exclusive that she did right through her online store? If you haven't, guys, check that out, because I picked myself up a copy because I couldn't resist. But guys, moving on, we have Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, issue number 4. This is the 1 in 25 variant done by Oscar Vega. This is so cool. These Fire and Ice covers have been fire and ice. They've been so good. Guys, next up is probably the cover that I might be most excited about on the side because, guys, I'm a huge Dan Hip fan right there. Huge Dan Hip. But guys, this is Cyborg issue number 5. This is the 1 in 25 Dan Hip cover. You can bet your bottom dollar I'll be picking up this cover because I am a huge Dan Hip fan. Everything he does is a home run in my opinion. Guys, let me know down in the comments below if you're a Dan Hip fan as well, and then we can, like, you know, socialize about Dan Hip. But guys, moving on because there's so much more. Next up is Green Arrow issue number 6. This is the 1 in 25 variant cover done by Omer. I want to say that's how it's pronounced. It features the Black Canary, and it's really freaking good. More Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder, issue number 5. Now, this is the Warren Lau variant. It's pretty good. I like it. That's why I'm sharing it with you guys. But again, there is a 1 in 25 variant cover done by David Nakayama that has not been released yet. Keep an eye out for that because I guarantee you that's going to be a banger. More Batman Gargoyle of Gotham issue number 2, the Gabriel Del Otto variant. So good. This is open order, so guys, go eat. After that, we have Wildcats issue number 12, the 1 in 25 variant cover done by Chuma Hill. I warned you guys, Chuma Hill is so good, and this Machine Girl cover is amazing. I believe the character's name is Machine Girl. It's escaping my mind right now, but I'm pretty sure it's that. Guys, moving on. I guess comics now are doing comics for movies because they just did American Psycho, and guys, Sumerian Comics is doing Basic Instinct issue number 1. Now again, the 1 in 50 Chuma Hill variant. How good is this cover? How many of you remember when this movie came out and you were trying to freeze frame it just at the right time? Every single man out there, I guarantee, was doing that. But guys, moving on. Miles Morales, issue number 12. This is the 1 in 25 variant cover done by David Baldini. Baldon? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to stop trying. But guys, this cover is really freaking good. I love, like, the negative space of him diving through the city. So good. Moving on, Captain Marvel issue number 2. This is the Stephanie Hans variant. It's pretty good. It's good enough for me to share it to you, but it's just not like some of the bangers that we've had so far. And there's a couple more bangers coming up. Guys, moving on, we have Daredevil issue number 4. This is the 1 in 25 Ben Harvey variant, featuring Bullseye like sitting in a chair looking like an absolute badass. So good. And after that, we have What If Dark Tomb of Dracula issue number 1. Now this is the Artgerm variant. I have no idea who this character is, and I don't even care. I don't need to know. This is so good. But guys, after that, we have 2 covers left. We have X-Force issue number 46. This is the variant cover done by Jeff DeCall. How amazing does Laura Kinney look? She looks so freaking good. Wolverine, absolute badass. Great cover. Jeff DeCall, bringing the heat. That Storm cover that came out this week or next week, whenever it's coming out. And also this one right here, so good. All right, guys, there's 1 cover left. 1 cover left that I saw that I absolutely loved, and that is Spider-Gwen Smash, issue number 1, the Peach Momoko variant. So good. And that's how we're gonna wrap up my cover lover highlights for the previews in the month of September, which are coming out in November. So good. All right, guys, cover lover highlights out of the way. Let's go ahead and move on to like the 4 or 5 books that I found that I'm really excited about. These are brand new books, new number 1s. All right, guys, let's find out why you should be excited as well. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in. I have 6 books that I found on previews that I'm really excited for the story itself. And the first one up is Zawe. I wanna say it's how it's pronounced. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, guys, let me know down in the comments below. But guys, this is coming from writer-artist Michael Delanis. Now, you guys probably recognize that name because I'm a huge fan of his work. His artwork is absolutely amazing, and he was the amazing artist of the book Wind, written by James Tynion IV. That book was an absolute banger. It was so freaking good, and his artwork made that book sing. It was so good. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis for this. Trapped inside her mountain by pollution-spewing factories, the guardian spirit Zawe only has industrial waste to eat, leading her to a bitter existence of paranoia and destruction. But when 2 siblings from a nearby village help her escape, they'll quickly learn that the way to calming Zawe's heart is through a well-nourished stomach. GLAAD award-winning and Eisner Award-nominated cartoonist Michael Delanis, he did Wind, and I guess he did some issues of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I gotta go check those out. But guys, he crafts a charmingly macabre eco-fable about nature, greed, the dangers of retribution, and good food shared amongst friends. Again, I am just in it for the artwork. The covers already look freaking amazing, and that story sounds pretty good to me. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. But guys, we're moving on. Next up is Batman Off-World issue number 1. Now, this is coming from the writer of Jason Aaron. I believe this is his first DC work. I could be wrong. It's probably in the synopsis down below, but this also has art by Doug Mahnke. If you guys are not following Doug Mahnke over on Instagram, do it. Do it now, because his Instagram is freaking fire. He takes his art and he actually animates it. It is so good. He has this animation, I think it's called Batman Big Bench Day or Bane's Big Bench Day. It is amazing. Go check it out. But guys, moving on. All right, so Batman Off-World issue number 1, coming from writer Jason Aaron, art by Doug Mahnke. Let's read the synopsis. A routine night in Gotham City for a young Batman proves to be anything but routine when the crime fighter is confronted with a sort of foe he's never faced before, one from beyond the stars. A universe of possible alien threats leads Batman to make a daring decision to venture alone into the far reaches of the cosmos for the very first time, where the Dark Knight will face the fight of his life. Superstar Jason Aaron delivers his first Batman story ever. So I guess it's not his first DC work, just his first Batman work. Partner with blockbuster artist Doug Mahnke for a unique and brutal tale. I'm in. Obviously I'm in. I'm a fan of Jason Aaron. I'm a huge fan of Doug Mahnke. Let's friggin' do this. Alright guys, next up, The Deviant, issue number 1. This is coming from writer James Tynion IV. I almost give everything he does a shot, and I'm gonna give this one right here a shot because the synopsis sounds freaking awesome. But also, this has art from Joss Hickson. I want to say it's pronounced. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into the synopsis. As snow falls over Milwaukee in 1972, a blood-stained Santa Claus, let that sink in, a blood-stained Santa Claus commits unimaginable atrocities against young men. 50 years later, a troubled writer interviews this so-called deviant killer who still maintains his innocence from behind bars. And as Christmas approaches, once again, the past returns, wielding a sharpened axe. Eisner-winning writer James Tynion IV and acclaimed artist Joshua Hickson unite for a pitch-black holiday horror story. Do you need to know more? James Tynion IV Horror Christmas. Sold. 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 Moving on. Geiger, Ground Zero, issue number 1. Geiger is back, guys. If you did not read Geiger, go read it right now. You can pick up the trade, pick it up online, whatever you need to do, pick it up. But guys, this is coming from writer Geoff Johns and art by Gary Frank. An amazing freaking creative team, storytelling out the nose. But guys, let me read the synopsis. The saga of the unnamed continues. Geoff Johns and Gary Frank return to the apocalypse world of Geiger for a special explosive 2-issue origin epic. What happened to Tark Geiger in the days after the nuclear bomb first dropped? How did mankind survive the unknown war? Who is the mysterious Russian scientist Dr. Molotov? And why is he hunting Geiger? And how does this tie all the way back to the American Revolution? Get ready to put on your hazmat suits and find out. Sold. Sold. I was already sold, but hopefully me reading that synopsis sold you. And also just reminding you that the creative team is Geoff Johns and Gary Frank. So good. So good. All right, guys, we've got 2 books left. Next up is Lotus Land, issue number 1. Now, this is coming from writer Darcy Van Polgeest and has art by Chow Philippe. I want to say that's how it's pronounced, guys. If I'm wrong, guys, let me know down in the comments below. But if you guys did not read the comic Little Bird, which is written by Darcy Van Polgeest, you guys should go do that right now. It's Stephanie's favorite comic. It's definitely top 10 favorite comic of all time for me. It is fantastic. It is so freaking good. There is a sequel coming out to that called Precious Metals that's coming out hopefully in 2024. I'm super excited about that. But guys, we're not talking about that. No, we're talking about Lotus Land, issue number 1. So let's go ahead and dive into the synopsis. In a Vancouver of the future painted with ultra-modern decay, a groundbreaking advancement in technology promises to end entropy itself. But when an attack on a mysterious keeper program threatens the lives of everyone tied to it, retired police detective Bernie Sturckman is called to investigate one last case. Eisner-winning and Harvey-nominated writer and director Darcy Van Polgeest is joined by rising star artist Chow Philippe, I want to say it's pronounced, I'm probably totally butchering it, for this timely and thought-provoking look into the modern condition set in a dystopia that's as grounded as it is metaphysical. Now that sounds like a lot coming off my tongue, and I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's going to be a little deep and a little wordy, but it's going to be good. Trust me. Trust me, Darcy Van Polgeest is an amazing writer, and you guys should be checking out this book. But guys, I have one last book to tell you guys about, and that is Thunderbolts, issue number 1. Now, this is coming from the writers of Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly, and has art by Gerardo Georges? I'm not sure how to pronounce that as well. But guys, I'm really excited for this book because the last few books that I read by Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly have been absolutely fantastic. Their Guardians of the Galaxy story has been so freaking good. And I forgot what other book they've been writing, but I've really been enjoying it. I just can't think of the title off the top of my head. Come on, I just have all those covers still locked in, loaded inside my skull right now. But guys, they're bringing the Thunderbolts to us, and their Guardians of the Galaxy story, which is a team book with lots of characters, have been absolutely amazing. This lineup right here, I'll show the cover right now. I don't remember every single character that's on screen right now. Guys, just look at them. That is an amazing team right there, and they're hopefully going to tell an amazing story with them. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis for this new Thunderbolts run. A revolution is coming. Bucky Barnes, the Revolution, just inherited a mountain of covert intel, and he has one objective: justice. Like lightning, he's just after the establishment, the people no one else is willing to take down, and he'll do whatever it takes to win. Teaming with the mysterious Contessa Valentina Alegria Delafonte, Bucky assembles a team of Black Ops heavy hitters to pursue high-profile targets like the Red Skull, Kingpin, and even Doctor Doom himself. No one is safe from the Thunderbolts. That just sounds so freaking good. Again, that lineup looks amazing for the Thunderbolts team, and I'm just a really big fan of Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly right now. So I'm giving everything that they put out a chance. And guys, that's it. That is every single book that I get really excited about after taking a look at this month's previews, which again is September of 2023. These books are coming out in November, so get pumped, get excited, and let's go ahead and wrap this video up. We are at the end of the video, and this is the part of the video where I thank each and every single one of you who are still watching this video right now, and I remind each one of you that you guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and sticking around to the end of the video. Now guys, look down real quick. Have you smashed that like button just yet? If you haven't, do me a favor and smash that like button. Now if you guys watched that video and you enjoy comic book content, but you guys aren't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. And last but not least, guys, leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite cover that I showed you, or favorite covers. You don't have to put just one, but as many as you want. There were so many good covers coming out in the month of November. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm going to be spending